Well, there you go. Those were some of the trends in the past week. But joining us to look at today's topic in the studio right here in Lagos is Mercy George Igbafe. She is an executive board member of Women in Agile and convener of Women in Agile Africa. It's a pleasure to have you with
Thank
us
you so
today.
much.
Of
Thank you.
course. We also have joining us from our Abuja studio, Jeremiah Hosseini. He is the founder and executive director of the Begotten Educational Foundation. It's a pleasure to have you as well on the show. Well, there you go. That's Jeremiah. I'm sure we'll sort out the technical issues we have at the moment and, of course, get back to him. But let me come back to you, Mercy. Again, happy International Day of the Girl Child. But let's, before we go into this year's theme, let's kind of backtrack a little bit, into when this celebration started 10 years ago. How far has it been? How far has, the themes gone in implementing or, giving the girl child that space and motivation she needs?
I believe that the girl child right now, the emphasis is that we have a voice, we can be heard, we can be seen, we are visible. I watched on one of the TV stations the other day, and some four guys were talking and said, now, is it taboo to say I'm a man? That should be looked at like, what are you talking about? I think the girl voice now, child, their voice is being heard, not just in Nigeria, globally, in Africa, internationally. Take a look at what is happening in Iran. Their voices are heard.
Yeah.
Taking off their hijab, tearing it out. And you can see, with regards to Afghanistan extraction from there, the concern was for the girl child that has been seen and been heard internationally. But is it enough? It's not enough. Yes, our voice are heard on social media loud. Our voice are heard on hashtag loud. Our voice are heard with a lot of the impact, social cause that we're embarking on.
Yeah.
But now, our voice is not heard where it comes to opportunity, which is very sad. Globally, I've said this on this platform before, which I'm so grateful that Channel always has me here. Globally, only 1% of global funding gets to women that are making a lot of impact. That makes it 10 times hard. Number one, women are nurturers. We're here to nurture. We're here to protect, to preserve, and to make sure we make provision available. Can I share my personal story?
Sure, quick.
Yes.
Quickly, yeah.
So for me, being in the tech space, and I like the fact that you made emphasis to women in Agile being on the board, it's quite fascinating that my journey has been nothing short of difficult. I lost my mom going to my 14th year. I was pregnant, raped by someone that was within my environment. Life was incredibly tough. My father rejected me, and he made it very difficult for me as a person to have a voice, to be seen, to be heard. And because I had a child, I became stigmatized, or a lot of people just felt that I didn't deserve a space. When they're looking at people that are the posh, the elite, I'm not considered. But see, one thing that I did not give anybody power to take away from me was my confidence. I made sure my confidence was loud. It doesn't matter where I find myself. I have to be heard, I have to be seen. There are so many women within this demography that don't have access to social media, that don't have access to support. All I needed at that point was support. But do you know the people that helped me through the cause are men? There aren't a lot of women. Women, that's when they want to talk down on you, make you feel little. But
Yeah, but why is that? Because I mean, it would be like a natural for women to help women, and we also hear about how we have, like you said, your voices are heard on social media, so we hear about campaigns and calls, for women to support women. I mean, so why do we have
now,
instances like this?
the instances like this that affect a lot of millions of women like myself that don't have a voice, or that are not trying to be exploited with their stories, okay, for clout or for whatever. That the reason that is, when you see women supporting women, is more on social media. I'll speak from Nigerian perspective. It's more on social media, raining hashtag, and they are usually the people that are successful. There are many, I didn't have access to social media. It was by God's grace that I graduated university because I didn't have support. But the people that really supported me through this course, I'm speaking for myself, and I've heard a lot of other women with having the same challenges that I've had to go through. survived because there were men that wanted to take their chances and support those girls. Now, I think more needs to be done, funding-wise, for women that have businesses.
Yeah.
Because an average, out of every 10 women that starts a business, maybe 1 or 2 survive because they have support. What happens to the rest of the women that started businesses and fail? And the thing is, we are more resilient in nature that we are not afraid to even take a chance. We constantly reinvent, reposition, try again. I'm in the tech space. I've just got into the space. Is not a long time from now. Just literally 6, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
But I've dominated. Now the international, which is very different trajectory. In the international scene, more women help more women. But locally, it's not the case. But we are helping.
So in your own case, how many have you helped? Because you said you've dominated.
I've helped. Okay, now, on my program, I can guarantee you 75% of people that have gone through my program are women. 50% of those I have personally sponsored just to get tech skills and get opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm currently running a mentoring program that I'm mentoring women. There's one that called me, Mercy, I've lost my job in the last 6 years. I've told her, don't worry, don't pay. Sign up for the program and I'll mentor you for free and give you the coaching. So there are lots of women that personally I've helped because I've gone through that same situation.
And you don't want them to go through.
Absolutely.
Let me 30 seconds.
Let me try and wrap up.
Yeah.
The issue is there is hope.
Yeah.
It's not all doom.
Yeah.
And as part of Lentor's mission to help the girl child leverage tech to learn education, which is today, I'm offering 10 to go on the website to go and sign up for free. And besides that, it's not just the government alone. Every stakeholder is involved, me, you, and I. We have a role to play to move the conversation forward in helping the girl child learn the skills that will give them a global edge, not just for today, but for tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Indeed. Thank you very much. And I hope that they'll take, this opportunity and grab it with all hands and, of course, take advantage of it as well. Thank you, Mercy George, for joining us on the show.